Okay, we are going to talk about Froads because in this run I managed to get 3 Froads. So we've got a Stillwater Froad, a Rainwater Froad, and a Weeping Wood Tree Froad. So for the record, these two come from completing areas of bogland. So I got one for getting my first 40 bogland, and the second one came when I hit 100. I got a Snurms when I got my second 40 bogland. And then, so that's these two, our Stillwater Froad and our Rainwater Froad. And then we also got a Weeping Wood Tree Froad when we completed this swamp. So completing a swamp will randomly assign you either a Scruffed Hawk or a Weeping Wood Tree Frog. And I keep going up. That's okay. So this one is our Weeping Wood Tree Frog. It gets slightly more points for being in swampland, 5 as opposed to 4, and it will get bonus points if we get at least 15 swamplands. So basically, we want to put it where we can get the most swamp and the most darters. So this position here looks really good. That'll get us 265 points. That is really comfortable. The only reason I wouldn't want to put it here is if I were to get a Scruffed Hawk, I might want to have all of these for the Scruffed Hawk, but I didn't get a Scruffed Hawk and I'm out of tiles, so I won't be getting a Scruffed Hawk, so right there is perfect. Now these two, I want to be sticking over here. Again, I want at least 15 bogland, and after that I just want to get as many darters as possible. I don't think I can get more than 2 darters, which is a bit of a shame. We'll just have a quick look. So this is the Rainwater Frog. It has this little L shape. We'll stick it like that so we can have a look at it. And then our Stillwater Frog has this T shape. So it is worth considering if you end up in the situation where you've got both, which one you want to put where. I don't really have... That looks good. So this position here gets us a full 21 points, getting 5 points per tile here. So we'll put this one here. Hopefully that'll be okay. And then we'll put our other Rainwater Frog up here. I do want to try and get it as close as possible. And I'll show you why in a sec. But yep, that looks good. So this one only has, nope. So those 2 tiles, we'll just have a quick inspect. Yeah, so this is a murky pool. So I can tell, if I look closely, I can see the watercolor is slightly different between this one. It's got a slightly blue, as opposed to this one is completely solid color. This over here is ponds, or water. They are a more blue color. The murky pool at the moment functionally is the exact same as water. Hopefully in the full game it'll have some different functionality, but for now it does mean that if I put this one like this, we're losing 10 points. So 235 for placing it here, and if we slot down, 245. Now the reason I might want to put it in one over the... No, there's no reason I want to put it in one over the other. But here we can get to 245. Yep. So that's perfect. I'm getting a full 21 points worth of bogland, which is the full area. If we have a look at the thing, each one of those squares has like the blue highlighting. If I shift it here, you can see that the ones that are over that bogland don't get that highlighting. Same if I put it over water or grassland. That's weird. What's that? We have a bug. We're not getting any points for being over grassland. Cool. So we will stick that one there for the maximum of 245 points. And finally, our cotton-tooth Snurms. Look at that. Perfect 30 and both small prey. So I only need 1 small prey to get the bonus. The second small prey just gets me an extra 20 points. For a total of 285 points for that one. And yeah, that is how we place frogs, tree frogs, and if I switch into the right mode, frogs, tree frogs, and Snurms. So our Snurms can actually eat our weeping wood tree frog as well. It's just too far away to be worth even making the attempt. Sometimes when our bogland and swampland are more closely intertwined, we can potentially get the Snurms eating it. It's only 20 points, so you don't want to go too far out of your way to try and get it.